Matt and Mikey hit the airwaves bright and early, sipping coffee while the world's still a little twirly. They've got a list of 5 that'll blow your mind. Tune in now, leave your worries behind. Saturday morning, Samoflange, talk topics that'll make you dance. Grab your headphones, take a chance. It's the best darn podcast in the land. From movies to snacks to the quirkiest trends, they debate and laugh till the show nearly ends. A little bit of chaos, a lot of good cheer. With Matt and Mikey, your weekend's clear. Saturday morning, Samoflange, talk topics that'll make you dance. Grab your headphones, take a chance. It's the best darn podcast in the land. Snacks to the quirkiest trends, they debate and laugh till the show nearly ends. A little bit of chaos, a lot of good cheer. With Matt and Mikey, your weekend's clear. Saturday morning, Samoflange, talk topics that'll make you dance. Grab your headphones, take a chance. It's the best darn podcast in the land. Whether it's favorite dinosaurs or breakfast delights, their witty banter makes everything feel right. You'll laugh out loud at the friendly spouts. Matt and Mikey sure know where it's at. So set your alarm, don't you dare hit snooze. They've got opinions you just can't refuse. Saturday mornings have never been this grand, thanks to Matt and Mikey and the Clever brand.
Hi, folks, and welcome to another Saturday morning Samoflange. I'm Matt.
And I'm in love with our song still, because it's good. Because I like it, because Mikey likes it.
So this one is actually, Mikey likes it.
He does.
Now this one is really top 5 pardons, but we're putting in a little mini episode here because there's something that we talked about a few weeks ago on this podcast, or maybe it was off, but we talked about how there are certain songs at the skate rink you always wanted to hear.
The skating rink. Yes. Are we giving people bonus here?
It's a bonus. It's a bonus one. This is like the bonus track we mentioned last week.
Yes.
We didn't have time for it.
Yes.
But so we're doing the bonus.
If you
at first.
waited that whole time, now you're getting rewarded with your bonus track.
Now, here's the thing. I bet I'm going to be bold. Can I be bold? I say we have 2 crossover.
2? I was saying
2.
0.
0 crossover. Oh, man. Then I'm wrong on all these then. Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, so in no order.
No
by
order.
The way, no order.
Yeah, these are no order.
You can't touch this. You'd say that. You'd be like, you can't touch me, because you're skating away from them.
Yeah.
Can't touch this. And you dodge. You were playing tag with your friends on the skate rink. There were certain songs that came in on your skate rink.
Yes.
That you always were like, yeah! And then you start skating
That's right.
crazy.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. Can't touch this.
Yes.
This may have been number 1. I may have just shot myself in the foot for number 1, but I remember going, can't touch this. And they try to touch you, but they can't touch this.
My list is very personal to what I listened to
you don't
growing
have a romantic skate song, do you?
No. This is just what I mean is this is what we listened to at Perry Skaterama in Bastrop growing up.
That's what I'm talking about.
So,
these are the good old days of it, trying to impress that girl who never cared about you, of wiping out and making it look cool.
Yes.
Of steering someone off the rink and into the bench. And they flip over and you give high fives.
Or you yourself coming in hot and slamming into the rail.
And saying hello to your friends. You do the slide or the
and your skates hit the bottom and it makes that loud thump. Yeah. So, Perry Skaterama, this may not sound like a good skating rink song to anybody, but if you grew up in that time, you knew Fat by Weird Al Yankovic, because they used to have this big projection TV on the skating rink in a corner, and they played the music video to Fat by Weird Al Yankovic, and they would only do it like once a day. And so if you were there when it came on, you had the best time skating around to Fat.
That is great. I cannot believe you had that one on here. Another one is Shot Down in a Blaze of Glory. Blaze of Glory.
Blaze of Glory. Oh, that's a good one.
Down in Blaze of Glory. And of course, when Blaze of Glory is saying, you got to do something cool.
Yeah.
For Blaze of Glory. It's all about timing the song to do that cool little thing. But then you
kick your leg out.
Or you'd run and slide on your knees while you're singing or doing the air guitar.
Yes.
These are the stupid things that you did at the skating rink when your song came out. But remember, you'd be around all your friends talking, maybe getting something to eat at the concession stands and go, oh, Blaze of Glory. Oh,
You gotta go.
You gotta go.
You gotta go.
Gotta go. Hold them nachos. I'll be back.
Now-
You'd leave them on the table, man. You just got to order, but you got to go out there. That's our song. We got to skate to it.
Leave them chos on the table. I got to go. Sorry, Cho.
I thought you said Joe.
I did say chos. Them nachos. So my number 4, since you said a romantic one, they always had couples skate.
Oh, please.
And this song played at Perry's Skaterama. Love Bites by Def Leppard. Oh, man, that was such a great couple skate song. And I still love that song to this day.
Wow.
So, yes.
Wow. Okay, so another one. Mine are not in any order.
Correct.
But
mine aren't either.
I mean, come on. It's the 90s when I'm skating. It's early 90s when I'm in my prime of skating. It's Ice Ice Baby.
Oh, yes.
Because but the thing is, though, with that one, it wasn't about making the cool moves. It was about singing it with
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah,
in
it was
line
about
as
knowing
yours.
every word.
Knowing every line and skating around with it, but saying the whole thing and maybe doing a punch move or something.
Oh, there was some,
or doing hand moves, arm moves. But you weren't doing cool jumps or switch. You had to sing that one. I remember.
Wait, you could jump on yours?
Well, no. I couldn't.
I was about to say,
whoa. Once. Now, could I land?
Okay, yes, yes.
But you sang that one the whole time.
You did. You rapped that whole thing.
You didn't try to do something cool on the Blades of Glory on Can't Touch This. Do something really fun, real in. For that one, it was about Ice Ice Baby. And it was about just being cool.
Yeah.
But,
okay. Well, if we want to talk, kind of rapping and having some nice hip hop, we're talking the Double Dutch Bus. Do you remember that song? Oh my gosh. Schism, scasm, schism. The Double Dutch Bus. The Double Dutch Bus. Oh man. Yeah. That's when you got out there and everybody was like going up and going down and you would do the squat. Like you would squat down and like the little like you're taking a poop and somebody would get behind you and push you as you're squatted. Yeah. And then they would like just push you and take off and you like go right into the rail. The Double Dutch Bus. Yeah. The Double Dutch Bus.
The Double Dutch
That's
Bus.
kind of like it's probably like early 80s. It's kind of like a disco song that sounds a lot like a jump rope kind of song. But man, it's great.
Wow. I'll also mention Shot Through the Heart and You're to Blame. You Give Love a Bad Name. That was
man.
I mean,
two Bon Jovis.
Obviously, I have two Bon Jovis on here. I have two of another artist on here as well. I just realized
no.
this.
Is it two Vanilla Ices? Two MC Hammers?
It's one of the two. Yes, it is.
Oh, man.
But and these aren't in any order, but that was another one. They played Bon Jovi. We were out there skating.
100%.
I mean, there's just no doubt about it. You thought, there wasn't thinking any about it. Bon Jovi is one of the coolest people. But
yes.
Yeah, it was just really... That shut through the, but you didn't know it was coming up unless you requested. Sometimes you'd request.
You could request,
and everyone requests this thing. Say it's coming back. Oh, I already played that. You gotta wait for a few more songs.
Right.
Sometimes he wouldn't play it.
I gotta put the record
reason.
back on.
Why can't you play Peak Control by Prince? No, you can't. No, come on, it's Homeschoolers Night Out. We can't do this. Okay.
Yeah. Homeschoolers.
My mom requested
out.
it. Never mind. Heyo. Anyway.
All right, so we only have two left here.
Yeah.
So one of my two is gonna be. They played this song at Perry Skaterama all the time. It is peak '80s like roller rink to me. It is Taylor Dane's mega hit, Tell It to My Heart.
No!
Yes. Tell it to my heart. Tell me I'm the only one. Is this really love or just a game? Oh my gosh. Yes. You want to talk about wanting to get out there and skate.
Were you rickrolling it too while you're out there?
Well, if they played it, they probably played it.
And here's the sad thing. I don't remember a lot of the songs they did play, but I bet I loved every one. And I would appreciate them more often.
Because skating was just fun.
Skating was just for
Going
fun.
around in circles nonstop for hours was fun.
That's why I was shocked when MC Hammer topped his latest hit with Too Legit to Quit, which I thought was... Remember in the video, everyone was doing the Too Legit to Quit?
Yeah.
I mean, everyone who was baseball players. I was like, this is awesome. Yeah, Too Legit to Quit.
Hey.
But, when that song came...
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's a hard-hitting song right there.
Yeah, and you need something to get that blood pumping, to get them legs working, to move around. By the way, had the hardest trouble doing turns. I was the guy that had to stomp it a little bit.
Oh, did you? Okay.
On the turn. I was never good at doing the turns.
Wait, was that your last one?
That was one.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Too legit
So,
to
it
quit.
wasn't my number one.
But I get. Yeah.
I just listed them off.
No, that's so good. That's so good. Yeah.
This is way more fun than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
By the way.
By the way.
And
you're
going to
love my number one, and I think that you're going to actually agree with it. The rest of these, you've kind of been like, whatever. I know you're going to agree with this one because this is a skating rink song. If I've ever heard one, it will make you want to get up and go in circles and burn all that nacho energy off. And that is Push It by Salt and Pepper. That's when people would push you too.
Push it. Oh yeah.
But push it real good. Yeah, I'm skating backwards. I could skate backwards back in the day. Yeah.
Did you ever? I never raced the individual. You know, they take a time out.
They had the race. Yeah.
I did. We did the scooter races. And me and my buddy were really good at the scooter races. You remember they give you a little prize, a little $2, $3 concession stand thing.
Right.
You usually got food, but we got like this little keychain with the skateboard with the footprint on it. We thought that was the coolest thing. We didn't. What are we doing to the keychain? Well, we looped it around our belts, and that was our prizes. And
we were cool back then.
From then when we won, we bought like a drink or a little some gum or something. But we bought those to show that we were the champions. I don't know what a skateboard with a footprint, a little plastic skateboard keychain with the footprint on it means, but if I ever see another one.
I mean, life was so much simpler back then. Before we go on to the other mini topic, I have 2 honorable mentions, and I think you'll agree with me.
Please.
The Hokey Pokey and the Limbo song.
I was going to say the Limbo song. That was the other one I was going to say.
Yeah, right.
Because when they brought the Limbo, but I was pissed because I was the tallest guy.
Oh, and I was too. I was always tall.
I always got bumped out. And there was that one girl.
And I wasn't flexible.
That was that one girl who could do the splits.
Yeah.
And you knew she had it. As low as it could go.
Yeah, like both legs going out. It's like, how are you even doing that?
How do you do that? It made me mad because I could never win that one. I wanted to, for some reason, I wanted to win the Limbo. Yeah. But I was always out, and I hated it.
Well, you turn yourself around, and that's what it's all about.
That one we did, but that was just, fun stuff. Fun. No, there was one about getting in the circle, right?
That's Hokey Pokey.
What, but you had to be the last one in there? You were skating. It's like musical chairs?
Yeah.
You had to get within the circle? Was that it?
You do the Hokey Pokey, and you turn yourself around.
Okay.
And that's what it's all about. Yeah.
And it stopped? Okay, yeah.
Then you just gotta do that over and over again.
Fun stuff. Why did we stop that?
Well, we got older, but I'll tell you this. The skate town in West Monroe still looks and feels just like it did in the 80s. And you can go there and, if you can put your mind back in that place. The thing is that our bodies are not back in that place. I tried skating as like a 40-year-old, and I mean, I'm still pretty like nimble, but it's a much, much harder fall than it was whenever I was 12.
That's great. Hard. Yes, it is. Top 5 pardons. We're president. We're about to leave office, and we're about to give pardons to people or things, inanimate objects.
I'm tired of the injustices in this world.
What do we got? What are we pardoning?
We're pardoning. We're pardoning. Pardon me.
Would you like to begin? Would you like to kick us off on the pardons?
Yeah, I'll begin.
Yeah, please do.
All right. Yeah, if I'm about to leave, then I'm about to pardon everybody that's currently in jail for jaywalking. Because why are you in jail for just walking across the street? That should not be illegal. Oh, you might get hit by a car. Well, that's my own business, okay? If I just want to walk across in an undesignated area, guess what? You don't own Earth.
That's true.
I need to get over there to the other side. Why did the chicken cross the road? Because he wanted to get to the other side, So, anybody that is in jail for jaywalking, you're free. You can jaywalk your ass right out of this jail.
You know what? I'd like to pardon someone. I'd like to pardon Mulder from X-Files. Yeah, you left my series. It was a great series because of you and Scully. You were the two. You were the dynamic duo, the Batman and Robin, the yin and the yang, the Green Hornet and Kato. You were all of that rolled up into one and a bag of chips on the side, too. But then you left, and you broke my heart. Agent Doggett, I do love you. You did a good job. I appreciate it. And yes, Mulder, you did come back for 2 uneventful seasons later on that Chris Carter had no idea what he was doing, which proves he's a piece of garbage. Chris Carter, you were not pardoned. Mulder, you had to move on. You'd been with the show for plus 6 seasons. You stayed on to do a few half seasons. You came back for the finale. You did your part. You were just trying to find a new you. I get it. A Californication is what you had to go to. You had to get so far away from Mulder not to be typecast to do your own thing, and yet you stayed maybe 2 seasons too late to get out of that. So I pardon thee, Mulder from X-Files.
Deserved.
I don't hate you anymore.
Deserved.
Yeah.
I like where you're going with this.
This is going to be my whole top 5.
I like where you're going with this. I went in a very different direction, everyone. But that'll be the beauty of it.
Yes.
My number 4 person, you know what? I just don't like what's happening in the rap game these days. So I'm going to pardon Suge Knight. All right, Suge Knight, get out of jail. I don't care what you did, but we need to bring back Death Row Records from the 90s.
Wow.
I need some more West Coast gangster rap. You know, everybody's too soft these days. I mean, whatever. Kendrick Lamar, Drake, meh, meh, meh. No, I need real people that have been shot in the head for being gangsters to run my rap. So I'm going to pardon Suge Knight, and please come back and show these brothers what's up.
Yeah, show them what's up. My next one, Sonic.
The Hedgehog or like the drive-in?
The drive-in. You got rid of my Sonic sour drinks. They used to put Elixir Sour Dash in there. I love those drinks. I haven't actually went to corporate. I just report. My brother and I went out there to complain. They patted us on the head and gave us $5 and sent us to bed. Like the Grinch on Christmas Eve, but at least we got $5 out of it. But he said, thank you for drinking the Sonic sour drinks because no one else did. And as the years have gone by, my anger to them has waned. It's okay. I'll drink your other drinks. Yes, I enjoyed the sour, but yes, it would have been ludicrous, I say, for you to continue a item that's not selling well just to appease me. So for years, I banned myself from Sonic. I stopped that ban well over 10 years or so ago. But for a good 5 years or so, no Sonic from me.
You're a man of principles.
I'm a man of principles. Man's got to stand up for something. Yeah. If it ain't Sonic sour drinks, what's it going to be? Where do you draw the line? You're just going to let everyone walk all over you? My God, man, have some pride in yourself.
I mean, like the musical Hamilton said, right? If you don't have anything to stand for, what would you fall for?
That's true.
I mean, come on. And I believe Rusty, a friend of the podcast, Rusty Riles, would agree with you because he one time ordered a foot-long cheese coney, and whenever he got it, it had 2 6-inch weenies in it, and he was so mad because it didn't have the long weenie. It had the one long bun, but 2 individual weenies. And yeah, he is on their list because of that.
Hold on. Sonic, you are unpardoned.
Oh.
Their chili cheese coney used to come with mustard and onions.
Yes.
And now you have to request it.
You do. You just get the cheese and the meat.
And it's crap.
Yeah.
Without the mustard and the it's crap. Like I ordered one just recently because I remember, back in the day, because I only go to there to get drinks. So I said, well, you know what? They had the playground out here.
Right.
I went out there and I thought, you know what? I'll get a chili cheese coney for my birthday. I used to get that all the time. And then realized, oh, wait, they don't put the mustard on it. They don't put the onions on it. And the thing doesn't taste that. And it's messy. But the thing is, though, if it had the mustard and the onions, but you have to specifically order that now. No. Unpardoned. I withdraw.
Oh, man.
My pardon.
Yes.
From Sonic. A pox on thee, Sonic.
Rusty's foot-long wiener story got
you. You know what? You don't give my buddy 2 wieners unless it's a Friday night and he's 3 deep into a 6-pack. That's the only time he's getting 2 wieners. You hear me?
You hear me? Sonic Drive-In.
Keep your filthy wieners out of Rusty's mouth.
Keep them out the mouth.
That's my friend's.
That's my friend's mouth.
If anyone's going to put 2 wieners in his mouth.
Speaking of 2 wieners, my number 3 is, it's been long enough. The Menendez brothers, you're pardoned.
Wow!
You know what I mean? Like, yes, they went in there and just completely massacred their parents with shotguns at point blank range. It was horrible, right? But, after watching the documentary, I really feel like they were probably these huge victims of, like, child abuse, and they went crazy. Okay, one of them was probably a little bit more devilish than the other one. I think that one of them was just kind of going along with his brother. But, I mean, it's been 36 years. They don't have any more parents to kill. Let them out!
That's crazy. I was going to pardon Pete Rose, but they already did that.
I mean, yeah.
I was going to pardon him. He was going to be one of my pardons here. Okay, so I'm going to pardon the Oscars.
Okay.
Okay? For years, I thought you just didn't know what a good movie was.
That's accurate.
Now I realize you're just trolling America, and you refuse to accept. You're the bitter old critic who doesn't care what the populace enjoys. You want to go for the artsy fartsy one that no one ever cheered for because you think you're higher and smarter than us. And by this whole time, you've been mocking us, not celebrating movies. You've been making a mockery of them. Now I get it. I get it. I don't have to watch the Oscars. I'm happy if I never watch the Oscars again. But that little settlement of disappointment every time I did, way back in the day when I did, I was thinking, why do I watch these? They don't know what's good. Oh, wait, they do. They just refuse to accept it.
That's right.
So, okay, if you would have just come out and said, hey, we know you love all these movies, but we're artsy fartsy. And we think we're better than you.
Did you know that they have in the past year or two done that because they have now added, and I can't remember the exact like name of the category, but they've added a category that has something to do with like, you know, cinematic populace or something like that, like whatever like the popular movie is, but it's still not best picture. What is the? Because I agree with you wholeheartedly. This is coming from a dude that used to like in the shower or before I went to bed think of what and fantasize about if I won an Oscar, what my speech would be. I love the Oscars, but they have been shite for a long, long time.
Many a trip to the Oscars has been to your house.
Yes,
to watch them back in the day.
Yeah, we used to like vote on like who we think would win. It was a fun game. What is the last movie that won Best Picture that you agreed with?
I don't recall one. I mean, I'm sure there was one way back in the day, but it's been a long time.
I mean, are we
back in the 90s? Maybe they got it right once. I don't know.
Okay, well, yeah. I mean, I think there's a few obviously in the 90s.
It's just been a while. I just don't remember.
Like, okay, I'm going a little bit. Okay, like let's say 2003, Return of the King. Do you think that?
No, I hated.
Okay, you hated that.
Movies,
okay,
but...
what about? Did you watch Parasite from 2019?
No.
What about Everything Everywhere All at Once? That was just a couple years ago.
That was a good movie.
I'd have to look and see what else was out that year.
I just know that every time they say Picture of the Year, that's not my pick. That's nowhere near my picture.
Right. Well, they lost me big time when Shakespeare in Love beat Saving Private Ryan, because Saving Private Ryan's one of the best things ever.
Yeah, and they just didn't want to give it.
I mean, 91 had Silence of the Lambs. You're not going to beat that. So I mean, that may be 34 years.
Yeah.
Pretty tough. Or Gladiator, you know, the first Gladiator.
That was in the year 2000.
That was 2000 though.
So okay, maybe the last time they had a good one.
It's been
a while, but okay, but
now
I get it. Now I get it. You're just movie snobs.
Yeah.
It's not that you don't know what's good. You just don't want to.
You're doing it on purpose.
You don't want to recognize what's good. So I see that now. You made me think of something else just real quick, and I've forgotten it already. So.
Oh no! Well, I'm gonna go with my number 2 right here, and I'm telling you. All right, as somebody,
please tell me,
that is about to have a kid.
Okay.
I am like, I will die on this hill. Okay. Every dude that's currently serving time because they beat up, hurt, or killed a child molester, let them free. Let them go. They did the entire world a service. You don't need to be over there molesting kids and getting away with it. So if some vigilante, some justice, some Batman came out of nowhere and beat the hell out of you because you hurt their kids or somebody else's kids, yeah, we're freeing those people. Why? Because then they're going to go out in the world, and if they see somebody else hurt another kid, they're going to screw them up too. So, meh.
You just quacked at the end of that?
I did. I quacked.
Was there an Aflac duck here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. That's how serious I am, right?
Okay,
Go protect us. Go protect our children, men.
Man, you're pardoning all these criminals. I'm kind of scared. Okay, I have 2 here. Oh, man. I do have an honorable mention that no one's going to get. But I'm going to pardon Elizabeth Shue. We should have been together right after Karate Kid in 1984. She did not knock on my door. She did not tell Professor Love to me like I always dreamed she would. And I'll be honest, I was a little bitter knowing that I'd never see her. So I pardon you because I realized she couldn't do that to every child in 1984. It's like there's 2 things we wanted in 1984. 2 people, Elizabeth Shue and Santa Claus. Those are the 2 people you wanted to come see you. And you probably I wanted Elizabeth Shue more than I wanted Santa Claus. I'd pass up some toys if it was Elizabeth Shue, circa 1984 Karate Kid, underneath the tree.
Yeah, you're like, Mom, I didn't say new shoes. I said Elizabeth Shue. But
I understand. High demand.
It's okay.
If you're in high demand, you can only meet so many of your fans.
Yeah.
And even though I, in my own mind, was the biggest, and many a classroom lesson did I miss because I was daydreaming out the window, imagining myself on the beach, being awesome at soccer, a sport which I hate, but I would definitely play
Yes.
if Elizabeth Shue was watching me.
Yeah.
So you know what? That moment never came, but you are pardoned.
You're pardoned.
The hate in my heart is gone.
Yep.
Nothing but love. Please come see me this Christmas. All right.
Is that your number one?
I didn't rank these.
But I mean, like, is that all 5 of yours once again?
No, I got one more.
You got one. Maybe I went first then.
You did go first.
I did. Okay. So this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not saying that I believe all of these. This is just entertainment purposes only. When we talked about this, we did not set the parameters, and I thought he meant real people. So my number one is a real person. My number one is real, and he was very real in 2020 during the pandemic. And I really, really need you to come back, Joe Exotic, because the Netflix documentary scene, besides the poop cruise, has not been the same without you, the Tiger King.
It's so wild that because of the pandemic, he got popular.
Yeah, everybody was at home at the same time watching the same thing.
And that thing was magic. And it's too bad that he got arrested because we would have been on season 5 of the Tiger King right now.
Yes.
And everyone would have been talking about it and what happened in season 3 or something that was huge.
Right.
Or whatever. Can you believe? Or season 5's not as good as the first 3 seasons or whatnot. We would have been arguing about that. But at least we would have seen a lot more of Joey Exotic if he had not. So pardoning him, yeah, I mean, he didn't kill her. And to be honest, if he did, does that documentary make you really miss, what's her name?
Carol Baskin.
Yeah. Would you really miss her? I'm not being mean here. I'm just saying.
For entertainment purposes only.
But it seems like, yes, he did hire someone, but that guy's not an assassin. This is like the tales that your drunk uncle tells.
Right.
And they were never going to do anything.
Right.
And did he want her dead at the time?
Yeah.
But then in reality, has he ever killed anyone before?
No.
So, I mean, every redneck says, I'm going to shoot you, boy.
Yeah, right.
And they get their gun out. And they may even shoot in your direction or at your buttocks.
Right.
But they're not shooting to kill. If they're shooting, they're not shooting to kill. Yeah. Now, does that make it right? No, it does not.
But what about Carol Baskin, right? Killed her husband, whacked him. Can't believe me. Can't convince me it didn't happen.
That's just wild. Okay, so
I need to know.
My last.
Who's higher than Shoe?
Well, nothing's higher than Shoe. But I need to pardon Bruce Willis. I did not know about his medical condition. I thought his last few movies are crap. I thought he wasn't. A Good Day to Die Hard. Oh, what's the last one? That's not it. A Good Day to Die Hard is the
fourth
one. The fifth one is.
No, that is the fourth. That is
Live
the fifth.
Free,
one.
Die Hard.
Live Free is the fourth one.
Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The fifth one is A Good Day to Die Hard.
The last
fourth one's pretty good. We saw that in the theater.
The fourth one's great. The fifth one is horrible. He acts like he doesn't care, but that was probably the onset of the disease.
Sure.
The zoning out, the trying to get... And I just felt like he didn't care anymore about movies, which was not the case. I did feel bad, like a hee-haw jackass when I found out. I was like, oh. Because I was like, wow, this guy does not care. Like, Sylvester Stallone did call him and apologize because he said bro's greedy all about money when trying to get into Expendables 3. He asked for tons of money for one cameo. That's because he knew... I'm not going to be able to do this much longer. I need to make as much money as I can. Right. And that's why he was making he was charging big prices and being all those direct to, what I call the red box reviews.
Right.
And I was like, wow, what a greedy guy, lazy, greedy guy. And it wasn't. He was just trying to sandbag as much money as he could because he knew I'm about to retire forever. I can't do this anymore. So he was having the issues. So apologies, Bruce Willis.
It's a good, heartfelt one.
Pardon.
So what's Nicolas Cage's excuse for being in every rotten movie for the past 6 years?
You know what? For every 5 movies he does, there's one that's just solid, like Pig.
Oh, Pig is great. Long Legs, great. I love.
What was the one where he's in everyone's dream?
Oh yeah.
That was good
Dream
too.
Scenario.
Yeah.
And then the one about that Pedro Pascal.
That was excellent. About the
unbearable lightness, not lightness,
the unbearable weight of
incredible
talent or whatever.
Yeah.
Unbelievably good. Would watch that. I mean, Pedro Pascal's best movie.
Yeah, and I've heard good things about that one. Was it Willy's Wonderland, where it's kind of like Five Nights at Freddy's?
It's all right. They tried to make, because Five Nights at Freddy's was dragging their feet. They said, okay, let's make a ripoff, and it's fine. It's It's okay. But I mean, it's crazy. I don't want to speak any lines. I don't think he says anything in this movie,
which is wild for him.
But of course, hey, but now he's out of debt. Now he doesn't have to make all those movies. Yeah. But so
good for him.
It was I was already understanding he was in debt. But and he made Family Man, which is one of the best Christmas movies ever.
Well, yeah. Now we're going back.
But yeah, we're going back now. But anyway, Honorable mention, I pardon thee, Johnny Stepp,
Bum, bum,
for
bum.
leaving me and breaking my heart.
Oh, man.
Oh, you don't pardon. Oh, no.
Oh, I
pardon
do
on the other
pardon.
side. Oh,
Yeah, I was
okay.
shaking my head as like that's sad. Yeah.
I was tut-tutting.
Of course.
I was tut-tutting him.
Yeah.
And mainly it was all selfishness.
Sure.
I can't make new friends. But I mean, to run my fingers through his hair, to share a double weenie, extra long cheesy coney with him and Rusty. Rusty can start in the middle. And we all meet in the middle.
Yeah, like
There you go.
Lady in the Tramp style.
There you go. Tramp style. That's what me and Johnny Stepp would be doing right now if he was here.
Hello.
Sweet Johnny Stepp. So I forgive thee.
Hello.
Any honorable, just off the top of your head?
You know, off the top of my dome, after hearing your list, you know, there's probably a lot of
Should we
good
do
ones.
this? Should we do a second round of pardons next time?
Probably. You come in with real people. I'll come in with the fake ones. I'll give you all the weird looks whenever you're pardoning murderers.
Yeah.
I mean, I tell you, if looks could kill, the way he would look at me,
I'm
like
telling you, I was like, I don't know if I pardon all these people, but that's okay.
the Menendez brothers.
Okay.
I really wouldn't
So-
pardon the Menendez brothers.
Who, what, where, how, what? Give us your top 5 pardons in the comments below, and we'll see you next time on
Saturday.
Morning.
Samoflange. Hey, before you go, I just realized, you know, yeah, my favorite pardon. Dolly pardon. Quack, quack.